Believe what just happened. 2 days ago, I kind of have a new apartment I'm going to move into. Wasn't so sure about it. So I might as well just ask the Spirit Dictionary. And as a lot of you may know, the Spirit Dictionary used to be the Magic Dictionary. And what I do is ask a question of Spirit, close my eyes, flip the pages of the dictionary, and then my finger lands on the word and the definition and the interpretation of Spirit's response to my question, or just general knowledge of how I'm doing. So I thought, okay, Donna, why don't you ask a question about the new apartment that you might be moving into? So I grab my dictionary and say to the dictionary, I would like what I need to know, if this is a good place, if this is a place I should move into. I don't know how I worded it, but it was basically about the apartment. Close my eyes, flip the dictionary, my word, finger goes to the word, I open my eyes, and the word is pit, a dark place. I stopped right there. I didn't have to read the rest of the definition. I said, Spirit, a pit? Is this place I'm going to move into going to be a pit? Is it going to be like, a gross pit? Is it going to be a pit of despair? What? And nothing felt good about it, about that word, in regard to the actual question, is this apartment something I should move into? So I sat with it for a moment and I said, no, still doesn't feel good. Closed up the dictionary, put it away. And for the rest of the day, I'm like, wow, what the hell does pit mean? This apartment seems perfect. The landlord seemed really great. Why would Spirit tell me it's going to be a pit with the Spirit Dictionary? So I did something I've never done before. I've never done this before. I grabbed another dictionary, a dictionary that I had never used before. I was cleaning up my mother's desk a little bit more, and she has this small dictionary that has a lot of tabs to it, but it's just a dictionary. It's really small and, again, is really old. I've never used it before. So I said, I'm going to use this dictionary too. Again, I've never done this before. I always interpret what Spirit tells me and go on with my life. For some reason, though, that first word did not seem right. That pit did not seem right. So I closed my eyes and I flipped the new dictionary. Remember, I've never used this dictionary before. Never. Flip it, open it, finger draws to the word pitfall. What are the chances? 3 words up from pitfall is pit. Pitfall, basically, to Donna, is the same thing. If I go into this apartment, it's going to be a pitfall. You're going to jump off into something that's going to be a pitfall. What the hell? This can't be right. This can't be right. This apartment seems too good to be true, but Spirit's telling me it's a pitfall. Now, again, I never doubt Spirit, but I did this time. I used another dictionary, one I've never used before, and I got the exact same word. Do you know what the chances of that are? Slim to none when you're dealing with Spirit. So I sat with that, and like that next morning, early in the morning, I've always suffered from a little bit of morning depression. It's been gone for a while. It comes back for a day or two. It goes away. I deal with it. But for the last 2 days, I've been feeling pretty low when I wake up in the morning. And that next morning, I was feeling really low. And I'm like, what the hell is this? What's wrong? What's wrong with this? So that day, I get up, I get through it, and I'm watching some TV. And this is where Spirit will give you more confirmation. So the 2 words that I pulled, almost the exact same word, didn't like Spirit's interpretation of the new apartment that I might be moving into, because that was my question. And I'm watching this show, Spirit. I don't even know what. Spirit led me to it. I'm watching this movie. And it starts talking about some things and about purpose. And I'm like, wait a minute. What if that message from Spirit was answering another question? What if Spirit was telling me something different? Because you've heard me say before, when I go to a medium and I have a specific question, and I even ask that question of the medium, I never get an answer. I get something totally different, but it's something Spirit needs me to know in that moment. And I always say about my readings, Spirit won't give you what you want, but they will give you what you need for your soul's evolution in that moment. So I started thinking about what else pit could mean, and I remembered about my depression that morning and how I was falling into this pit of depression. And if I wasn't careful, I could pitfall even deeper into this depression. So I spoke with a good friend who happened to text me, or I texted her. I hadn't talked to her in a while, and I said, I need somebody to interpret this for me. By the time I got her on the phone, I said, never mind, I got it. I figured out what Spirit wanted. So the true lesson here is, even if you're not getting the answer that you think you're meant to get, know that Spirit should never be doubted. That what Spirit sends you is for your evolution as a soul in this time. And I needed that message more than I needed whether that apartment is going to be good or not, because I already knew it was a good place. Why didn't I just trust my instinct? Turn out I might not even be moving there in the first place, but not the point. That all happened after I figured out what Spirit was attempting to tell me, that I wasn't being open to receive, that I was saying, no, shut the book on that. This is not a pit. What are you trying to say? I had to figure it out. I had to trust, number one, that that wasn't the answer to that question. I had to trust myself. I had to trust my gut, my instincts, that that apartment was great. What Spirit trying to tell me with the same word twice, two different dictionaries. Again, it's not something that has ever happened. It's not something I've ever done to doubt Spirit and go to another dictionary and ask the same question. That taught me a lot, and it's going to teach you guys a lot. When you ask the question and you get an answer that you don't want, it doesn't mean you should push it off to the side. It doesn't mean you should try again, because if you try again to ask, you're going to get the same response from Spirit. If you let go of a relationship, if you let go of a friend, if you let go of something in your life and you're saying, I don't want this, if you didn't finish the lesson, you will get it again. Don't worry. So don't worry if you move and you say, oh crap, I left this job, or this job left me. What if I didn't finish my message? What if I didn't finish the lesson about that job? Don't worry, you'll get it again. It'll come up again. So you can always just be in the present. Again, it's a call back to the present. Never doubt. Never doubt. Leave no room for doubt. So thanks for everybody for joining. If you missed it, go back, because it was a really cool message about Spirit sending me something that I didn't want to hear. So they sent it again, and then I figured out what it is they were telling me. Thanks again for joining. Talk to you again at another time. Leave me a message, leave me a like, leave me any comments. I need to stop this video now. Take care, guys. We'll see ya.